Hello everyone, hello, it's Friday again. It's Friday. Welcome back to Addie's chat. My name is Adiola and most people call me Addie. Thank you so much for joining the chat. To everybody who subscribed last week or a few weeks ago, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. To everyone who's been here since day one, who's been here since a few months ago, thank you so much. To everyone who comes back to check every Friday, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. I would like you to do one thing for me today. Please share the vlogs, really, especially people that have come in for the movie reviews. Share the vlog, really. Share with friends, family, everyone, really. Yes, it's another Friday. It's another beautiful Friday, and today I'm going to do another movie review. This movie, I think this movie was on Netflix. This one is called Ijakumo, the born again stripper, really, produced by Tony Abraham. She's been in the game for a while. She's been producing quite a lot of movies, or she's produced quite a lot of movies in the past, really. Some of them have made it to Netflix, and movies are usually, yes, okay, so she's a good actress. Yes, so she produced this movie, and yes, I didn't really have any presumption about this movie. I wasn't sure. I saw clips of it here and there. I might put a tiny bit of a clip of it. I might put it somewhere, but I'm not sure if I wouldn't have a copyright issue if I do that, but I'll try and put a little bit. But yes, actually, let us go into the review now. So to start with, the cast really herself, Tony Abraham, there was a new lady that was introduced there in that movie. There were regular people that she's played with as well before. There was a lady called Lillian. She played the pastor's wife. The pastor was Kunle Remy. I nearly forgot his name, Kunle Remy. I think that guy is doing really well. He does deserve an award. He really did well in this movie. In this movie, there was Bimbo Akintola. It was nice to see her. She's a veteran actress, what they call a veteran actress. She's been around for quite a few years. When I kind of really grew up seeing her on TV, there were a lot of the older colleagues, really, a lot of the ones that you would not see regularly in movies on Netflix. There, the older moms anyway. They were all there. Yes. Anyway, so let's go to the movie itself. This movie was about a young lady who was brought up in a traditional way. She met a young guy in the same town. He was really hustling. He had a lot of struggle. He was hustling with his brother. Their struggles were real. It's been for job application on over and over again. He's applied for so many jobs. He never gets a job. And there was a scene where he was telling her to go away from him because he seems to bring misfortune to anybody that he comes around, really. And he was crying. He wasn't sure of the direction of his life. Anyway, she consoled him anyway on during that scene, and they were happy again. They were both sitting down, just again relaxed, and he saw they were on a mountain, really. Another thing about this movie, they did the setting itself. I think most of it was in Abeokuta, really. The early years, as they portrayed, it was in Abeokuta. They used Olumo Rock amazingly. I've never seen anyone else use Olumo Rock that much and use it really quite very well. It was well used. It was, yes, every nook and cranny, I think, of Olumo Rock was kind of explored. I think the drone really helped them as well. It was, yes, lovely shots, really. It was good to see Olumo Rock, really, and I think those are the type of images that we should sell about Olumo Rock. It's a great tourist attraction, really, if we package it rightly, and I think this movie has showcased it really good. So yes, so she was consoling him. This is where I was at the story. If you haven't watched it, I would suggest that you watch it. It's on Netflix. There are a few spoilers. I'll try not to give away the whole story. Anyway, at that time when she was consoling him, he began to kind of mimic a pastor that was on the mountain as well, that was talking, that was preaching. He began to mimic He began to mimic that pastor, and apparently he was actually good at it. He was speaking English, he was speaking Yoruba, and he was very, very good at it. But I just had to stop for a few minutes. So where was I? I think I was at the point where, yes, so that boy began to mimic the pastor that they saw on the mountain, and he was really good at it because he could speak English and speak Yoruba as well. He was really doing it very well. And they both started to talk about it. And our father, one thing I missed, because she's a traditional worshiper. Her father was really a strong, powerful man, strong, powerful traditional leader or worshiper. So anyway, she said to him, this is something you can do. I'll speak to my dad and see if we can empower you, really. So they went to the dad anyway. The dad did one or two tricks. The brother of the guy's brother was also there. The dad did one or two tricks, and he said to the daughter, looked at the daughter and he looked at the boys, and he said, look, we gave you little power. He did something, I don't want to give it away too much. We gave you little power. The way I'm looking at you guys, with this little power, you are amazed and all over the place. If you had more power, really, I think you will misuse it. I'm not sure what you would do if you had more power. You might misuse it, really. And he decided that it wasn't going to give them the power. And apparently the man was right. Towards the end of the movie, the man was right, really. But when the boy was really stroppy, he was really angry. So the girl ran after him and she said, anyway, there's somebody else that I know that you can go to and get the power, really. Anyway, long story short, he became a minister in Lagos. He started to minister, and when he was about to go to Lagos, she got pregnant, but he kind of aborted the pregnancy for her. That's where everything was over. Nearly killed her in the process, really. Kind of didn't even tell her about it. I think the pregnancy was quite advanced when they aborted it, and then kind of killed her in the process. But she became well over the years, and her whole life was about plotting a revenge, really. He became a very huge pastor, sponsored by possibly an occultic society and all that type of thing. And she also gained gained more power where she was, because again she's been from that traditional worship line, and she gained more power as well. And she also became very wealthy, but her life mission was to actually take him down. What she did, she plotted somebody, she got a stripper, really. And anyway, I won't go into the story so much because I'm kind of giving away a lot of the story now. I want you to also go and watch it and make up your own opinions about it. So to start with, this movie was possibly I'm not saying this is the first, but maybe for me this is probably the first time I've seen a movie produced by this lady that's actually good. Most of our movies are star-studded, but there's no you don't get you get drama, you get stars, but there's no conclusive end, really. But this movie was this story was amazing. It was intriguing. This story was whether it could have been told well by other actors, that's up to everyone else's opinion. But this story was intriguing, was captivating. It was every stage of this story you wondered what was going to happen. There was suspense. It was a real story. So well done, kudos to her. This is the first movie I'm seeing from her that actually got me interested and got a lot of people that would want to watch things that would have a strong storyline. I think it would get people interested in it. Really good story, whatever people say, really good. She had a really good story, and they kind of she herself played well. The Kunle Remy guy also it played amazingly well. He brought out that movie, really. Yes, and she played very well as well. Really lovely. With regards to the setting, also very lovely, very amazing, really good utilization of Abeokuta Olumorok. I've talked about that as well. The cast also amazing cast. Really, there were a lot of good people that she put on, a lot of good actors and actresses that delivered, actually. I had to keep cutting because I'm recording. It's a Friday morning and I'm recording literally right in front of school. Yes, but anyway, so I was on the setting. I've talked about the setting, I've talked about the cast, the story itself. All in all, the movie was brilliant. Really, I would recommend it. I would say go and watch it. It was a good movie. Yes, it was a good movie. It was, at the end there were twists and turns, and it was just it was drama. drama. But I don't want to give away all the story. To that lady, the new actress that came on board, kudos to her. She did really well. I think she did a double part. Really, she did really well. Yes, a lot of other actors and actresses that I cannot remember to mention that are in here as well did really well. So well done to her, well done to Toyin Abraham on this movie. If you haven't seen it, again I say it's on Netflix. Go and see it, really. Go and see it. And maybe leave a comment, really. Leave a comment if you agree, if you disagree, if there's one thing that you think I've missed out. Because again, I don't want to give too many spoilers. If there's one thing that I've missed out, please drop it in the comment, really. Please drop a comment. Let's know how you feel about the movie as well. Let's hear from you. Yes, it's a beautiful day today. It's not too cold, not too hot. Yes, have a great weekend, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you next week.